think you're a second early, but...
Okay. Anyway!
Hello, and welcome to the... Hold on, give me 1 second. Hello, and welcome to the Planime podcast.
Are you reading something?
No.
So I also just realized, I realized after I said that you're the one that normally does this, I was like, no,
No, you do it.
I'm normally the one that does the intro. Because the intro's something along the lines of, hello and welcome back to the Planime podcast. I'm here with Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it got thrown off last week.
Anyway, this week. This week was my week.
Yeah.
And it was Haiyore and Nyaruko-San.
Do you know what that first part means? Because I went to look it up, but then I was like...
I think it means, like, hello, or... Not hello, but, like...
It means something. What does it mean, Lorenzo?
Hold on, I'm Googling it.
I know you're Googling it, that's why I'm saying it.
I Googled it, and it just brought up... Nope. It's literally... I don't think it's a real word.
Ah. Makes sense. But did you put it through translate?
It can't be translated.
I see. So, yeah, let's go with this doesn't work.
Okay. So it's Crawling with Love, the first, second, technically the third.
Is it called Crawling with Love?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a Crawling
no, that's
Chaos.
What this one is. It's another Crawling Chaos, but on Mao it's Crawling with Love. So, I don't know. Anyway, it is the better Lovecraftian anime.
The better one?
You may be wondering why I said better. It's because there's another Lovecraftian anime.
There is?
It's called Demon Bane. It's a mecha anime. So obviously this one is better. It's called Demon Bane.
Oh, that's what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
I forget I could do this.
Oh, you gave me an emote. You gave me K-pop merch.
K-pop merch? This one got K-pop dance. The stream got K-pop dance.
Oh my god. Anyway, back to the anime. Let's not talk about K-pop.
And K-pop selfie for this one over here. But Anyway,
what were you saying?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, so it's called Demon Bane. It's a mecha anime. It has a higher I think it has a slight. No, I think it has the same rating. Actually.
The same rating.
But
I didn't even check Mal for its rating yet. Honestly,
it doesn't look good. But back to Nyaruko-San. So basically, this isn't my I would not recommend this normally. But I just wanted to watch.
No, there's no chance in hell that you'd ever normally watch this.
I wanted to watch something to do. Okay, so it was back last year, which feels like eons ago, when we were doing the stupid animemes. What's that thing called? The poll or whatever. And we were talking about anime merch. And I'm like, does Cthulhu count? Because I have a Cthulhu poster. So I googled.
No,
if Cthulhu
Lorenzo, that was
an
this
anime.
year.
That was this year?
Yes, because the results still haven't been posted yet.
Dang.
They're this year's thing. It was from like March or April.
God. but I'm like, oh, and then I found this anime, and this was before the podcast was even thought about. So I'm like, I guess I'll watch it, but I've had so much other stuff to watch.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have. At the time, I was watching Bleach, and I had so many animes going on.
Yeah.
But
you say that, and you look at my list.
Yeah, but you can actually handle it. I can't.
I know.
And I thought this was the perfect week just to do it because it's my week back.
Yeah, and somehow this is week 13.
Yeah, this is week 13. I managed to plan it perfectly. It was all part of the plan.
I swear, it was like, okay, So if Joey gets this week, then I technically get to choose the next one. And since I wasted my week on the first guest for that to actually be my week, that would do it. But by doing Joey, then it'll switch him off of odd days because he did the first one, which means he would have gotten 13 normally.
Mm-hmm. That was all the plan.
All the plan.
But surprisingly, I like this one. I'll admit there's some weird stuff.
Some.
It's just one or two characters. But I liked it, and I liked all the parody and stuff. And I think this is a perfect example of no, I don't just hate slice of life.
No, you do.
Oh yeah, I do.
No,
I don't.
You
just
do,
hate,
because literally, as I was telling you yesterday, there is a checklist for shows like this.
And it checked off all of the boxes! It checked off all of them!
Yeah.
In order! You can't say, oh, this one's different. It's not!
No, it's not different. But this is how you do it. Like...
No.
Like,
No. The only reason
that
you
I
enjoyed
said
this is because Cthulhu.
No, it wasn't. I honestly thought it was good. Cthulhu's not even in it, so you can't even say that.
I mean,
it's his company, but still. Can't even say that.
Okay, I can say it's because it's Lovecraft then.
That's true. But I liked all the parodies and the references, and it's just one big reference.
I've got another one. I've got one that keeps making Jojo references, but you won't be able to sit through watching that.
Which one?
I don't know. I'd have to look up its name, but I remember seeing it one time. I
But
watched all 12 episodes of it. I don't remember what anime it is, though.
I've seen so many memes that came from this show, and I didn't know they came from this show.
Mm.
Like the "Stop embarrassing me, I'll get pregnant."
Of course.
What else? I did feel like it was a little quick-paced. Like I couldn't keep up with what was happening.
Well, then you just don't watch this type of show.
No, I don't. You watch all the Monogatari.
I'm gonna keep bringing that up today.
You just watch the Monogatari. That's it. That's the quick pace that you're used to. So this worked perfectly.
Well, whatchamacallit, but Monogatari wasn't even like, I want to say it's not the quickest thing I've ever seen, but no. Those books excerpts were pretty damn fast.
It's really okay. A compliment I have on this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It got like Nyarko so like accurate to the actual mythos and stuff.
Nah.
Like down to she can take any form she wants, down to she prays at other shrines. And they even mentioned, like, isn't she a deity? Why is she praying at this shrine? But in the mythos, Nyarlo, I can't even say it.
That word.
The deity she's based off doesn't actually have its own cult or religion or anything. He goes around supporting the other religions. And he's actually one of the most one of the only ones that appears in a humanoid form besides Hastur. Yeah.
See, I didn't know any of that. I was just here because Lorenzo told me to, and because it follows a formula, and I know the formula at this point.
And also, it's also strange because Cthulhu is a massive ball of fire. I'm not sure how I feel about and it can take any form it wants. It just happened to take a anime girl.
Anime girl with little laser thingies.
Yeah, the telekinetic thingies.
Yeah, I have some things to say about the CQC.
CQC is literally just any attack that they can think of.
Yes.
CQC is just like you could have a sniper from 50 miles away and it'll still be space CQC.
I got things about space too, but I just want to talk about at the very what was it? Probably like episode 10 or so. A space CQC jammer go,
Yeah.
space break.
And it just went back and forth, and I was like, I know what's about to come. And then he was like,
Yeah.
etc. by the end of it, and I was like, yep.
Yep. Oh, what was I gonna say? Crap, I lost my flow. Oh, I don't know how I feel about making the deities like a alien race. Like I get the Yither race. Dagon is a god of a race, but still.
They're all races.
I know. But I don't know how I feel about that.
Why?
Because they're supposed to be deities. There's
Okay,
only
but
supposed to be
imagine
one
how
of them.
odd it would be if it just happened to be that one.
It would be funny.
It would be very funny. But it's also more funny to think that they're groups of them.
Oh yeah, I guess. But the whole they're in space thing makes sense because I know you don't know this, but in the mythos, a lot of the elder gods, especially in outer gods, were sent onto different stars.
God.
And they had to stay on those stars. And I actually no. Yeah. That's how it works. I was gonna say something else.
I would just like to say that their schooling system is very weird because it goes space
Oh yeah.
preschool, space kindergarten, and then first grade.
Yeah.
They never said space first grade. They just said
Just
first grade. So it's like, sticking space in front of everything, and then they just say first grade, and I'm like, so it's not space first grade?
No, it's not space first grade. The Yith are actually depicted correctly, which is strange.
Mm.
I didn't expect that. The whole sanity thing was great too.
The sanity
How
kept
they
getting
included
lost.
that, and like the dice rolls. Remember, I remember there was one, and you had to dice roll your sanity, and that hit me, and I love that.
Mm.
Um, anything you got to say? I've been talking quite a lot.
No, you've got this because you can talk about the mythos side of thing. I've got the other side of the thing because I don't know anything about Cthulhu mythos.
The whole Doki Doki thing was great.
Yes, transported inside of a video game, and they all make it seem that I knew it was gonna happen where they all knew they were inside of it, and I knew that only he was gonna keep his memory about it. But that still pissed me off, where it was like, oh yeah, we were just acting earlier. Like, how did you all know to act like that, and he didn't?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's really weird. But again, there's space deities used to these games that go into your head, you know?
Okay, so if they're used to it, they should know how to be like, okay, shouldn't be going through this. But the mom did it too.
Oh yeah. You're
I
right.
get she's
Well,
a deity hunter,
she's a
and
deity hunter.
I don't think that came out of nowhere, but I find the fork thing really funny. There's
Yeah, the
lethal
whole
forks
fork
and there's
thing is not.
paralyzing forks.
Yeah, it's like setting your phasers to stun, except they're
They're
forks.
forks.
Um. Oh, God. Uh. The whole Pokemon thing was funny. And then a bike just came out of a Pokeball.
Yes, because they're Pokeballs. They're like the item storage things
Yeah.
from Pokemon. There was a few Jojo references.
There was a lot of Jojo references.
Good point. There was a lot of Jojo references.
It was mostly just muda.
No, it was Aura.
Oh, there was an Ura.
There was one at like the very end.
Yeah.
There's
Let's
more
see.
references. I just don't remember what
There's
they
a
are
lot
because
of
I know I recognize them like right off. Like, oh, that's a reference to this anime or this series.
There was something I was gonna say about Katuga. I don't remember. I don't actually remember at all.
Nah.
Also, how okay, his friends just kind of accepted Like the human friends are just like, oh, okay, they're deities.
I mean,
Like,
he kind of just accepted it.
he kind of, but he got sat down and explained the whole thing.
How do you know they weren't sat down and explained the whole thing?
Fair. I guess that's fair.
Like, you didn't see the mom getting sat down and talked to it, but it was...
Yeah, but the mom is a deity hunter.
No,
so
but
she
it showed that time had passed. Like, they had talked to her. It was just off screen.
There was a lot of off screen, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything happens off screen, man. I say that, and that just reminded me of just the morning when he wakes up, and then she's just with all the forks keeping down the bed sheet, just on the bed up against the wall, and I'm like, where did he get the strength to lean that up there? And then get her underneath that.
Yeah.
Unless he's also got the paralyzing forks.
Obviously, he knows paralyzing forks.
Which I thought was really funny when it just brought back that, like, he kept using the forks in the beginning, and then his mom uses them too, and I was like, ah.
Oh yeah, it runs in the bloodline.
The bloodline, that it literally just kept bringing stuff back up, and it was kept making jokes about how it was like, oh, this was brought up here, and it's like, I hate that this insequential plot point earlier.
It was the little black crystal from the box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That black crystal was just the Deus Ex Machina. I swear.
It was.
It just does everything.
It really did do everything.
Yeah.
It brought her, it randomly allowed her to just kind of teleport in.
Yeah. There was also the Sailor Moon. I don't know if it was Sailor Moon or Madoka reference. The magic girl, the green hair girl.
Oh yeah, that magic girl thing.
Oh. That just happened out of nowhere.
That was funny though.
That was funny.
There's so many references in the show that it's broken up by episodes. And the episodes have like 12 things in them. Oh no, this is like 20. Oh my god.
Shantakun eggs. That was a thing.
Yes.
Random weird ingredients.
Yes, and then, okay. Shrinks down into the little tiny form, and then stays in that little tiny form all the way to the last episode. Like, come on, man.
He never wins. It's funny.
I'm scrolling through the list of references, and apparently in episode 2 they referenced the holy hand grenade?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
I really don't remember this.
I remember that. Oh, okay, so the green hair girl.
Yeah.
She is a Cthulhu, which is like the child of Cthulhu.
See, Cthulhu wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh
my. So that's the thing. I'm just on Mal looking at the characters and stuff.
Oh my god.
Gutaton was. It just happened so fast. He's like, okay, you're my little sister, basically.
What do you mean? You don't think those things are common to happen?
In anime, yes.
It's an anime.
An anime. Let's see what else we have here.
I don't.
Do you have any complaints then?
Oh, of course I have complaints.
Say a complaint. There we go.
It's predictable.
It is kind of predictable, you're right.
I mean, less for you, more for me, because as I told you, checklist.
Yeah, it's a checklist.
There's a checklist.
Oh, okay. Another thing I have to say. Are you done with that point?
I'm done yelling at it for now.
Hastur.
Okay.
I don't think he's the deity of wind. I've been looking this up for a couple of days, and oh yeah, Relay World is the other thing. I don't think there's any reference to him being a deity of wind.
Then
Um,
I don't know where they got it.
I don't know where they got it
Because
either.
after all of the other things, they have to have gotten it from something.
Yeah, Cthulhu is a massive fireball. Like all that.
Like there has to be a reason it's like that.
Also, I saw the yellow sign on the stop sign, and I got so excited when he was first introduced. When he was lost.
What
That
yellow
was...
sign on the stop sign?
So when he was lost at the start of that episode.
Okay.
And he was wandering around. He looked at a sign, and there was his symbol on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
It was a reference that I knew you wouldn't get. But I got.
I mean, did you understand that he was a boy from the very beginning? That was super obvious to me.
Oh, it was super obvious. I just wasn't sure before I watched the show if he was gonna be or not. But I knew he was a boy from. I've watched enough anime to know.
God. I find it odd that the father never came back, even though I understood exactly what was happening. I found it weird that he just never came back.
He just kept working.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, he's gone at work, and it's like, oh, okay, this is totally normal.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I want to say I'm mad at that the mom was just like, oh yes, you can all stay in the house, and as more of you come, more of you can stay in the house.
In fact, I will send this one to the house.
Which one?
Oh
yeah, the little one at the end. Yeah, I know. But there's 3 people that were living in that house before there. Why is there like 4 or 5 bedrooms?
I don't know. There was in fact a lot of bedrooms.
Yeah, it was a lot of bedrooms for 3 people.
Yeah. Sorry, Campbell just sent me a message.
God. It's like they were ready.
I'm still looking through Hastur, and there is no reference to the wind at all.
God.
So I really don't know where they got it from.
I don't know what else to say about this anime.
The only thing that comes up when I search wind is that he appeared in a story called The Gable Window. But that's it. Okay, shall we talk about Relayland?
Okay.
So in the mythos, it's a city sunk underneath the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, okay.
At coordinates 47 degree 9 south, 126 degree 43 west. It is where Cthulhu is sleeping.
Okay.
But
makes sense.
And then Dagon brings them there, which is strange, but it makes sense. Because Dagon's another entity, and all the people were writing like descendants of Dagon, but they're like, no, we'll just ride the top, the very top. Also, that would have been a fun festival episode if there wasn't the big auction. And the auction.
Wait, was there a festival episode?
Yes. It was the same as the beach episode.
Was there a school festival episode?
No.
I'm looking at the invisible checklist in my hands.
Then
why is it checked?
Why did I check this?
Past me obviously saw it somewhere.
I mean, and all the what's it called? The titles are references too.
Also,
like
the
Close
thing.
Encounter of the Third Kind.
Yeah, I understand that one.
He Waits Dreaming. That's a reference directly to Cthulhu.
Mm.
I Am Him and He Is Me. Nyaruko's Exciting High School. Blue Coral Reef.
God. I don't understand any of these references.
But in Blue Coral Reef, the kanji in the Japanese is Ayo San Gosho, but San is capitalized for sanity.
Mm.
And the Exciting High School is Nyaruko's no Doki Doki High School.
Yeah, because that was the
Doki Doki High School,
mm-hmm.
and it was the dating thing. Yeah, there's a lot of references.
Yep, nope. I know where my check mark came from now for the school festival thing.
Where?
Came from that episode.
There was one?
It skipped through like that entire year.
That got me a whole list of check marks in that episode.
I mean, it got a Christmas episode.
Got a Christmas episode. It got the whole thing about being locked in the sports closet on a check mark. It got Valentine's Day on a check mark. It just went through all of the check marks.
It got a fight between the three main deities. It got a lot of check. It got the first kiss check mark.
Yeah, like it got all of the check marks. They were like looking at the same checklist I'm looking at, and they were like, "Huh, we're running out of episodes, and we've got a lot of check marks on this half of the list that we haven't done." And the other people in the writing room were like, "I got this." One episode, all of these things, and it's like, genius.
Is this a manga?
I think it is a manga. Let me check.
It says adaptation. This is a manga.
Yeah. I'm gonna see when the manga came out.
Oh no! Why is this a manga?
Crawling with Love.
That'll also help us look for.
There's a game. There's a game.
There's a game.
There's a game.
God.
It's on the PlayStation Vita.
God.
But the original.
It's an ongoing.
What?
This manga is ongoing.
Oh, there's 12 volumes of light novels.
Oh, it's a light novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, volume 12. Hey, look at
that. Let's see. It was in Miracle Jump, Blood Jump. That was another reference. It was the Shonen Jump, right?
I mean, not necessarily. You must understand that there is a lot of Jump. They're all looped together under the same company, but they've got all these different names.
It looks like the manga was an adaptation of the show, and it was from 2011 to 2013.
I see.
And then there's a video
game.
There
is 12, and the last one came out in 2014.
Oh, I see. Video game is a visual novel.
Oh yeah, the manga's done too.
Yeah.
Which means this is a completed series.
It is. So second season will probably finish something.
I don't know though.
I don't know what season 2 would even be.
Oh, it was posted in Miracle Jump.
There's 3 seasons. Sorry.
Oh, and the manga was also in Flex Comic Blood. Yeah, okay. So it's just a combination of the two. Makes a lot of sense.
There's a 3rd season. There are 3 seasons to it, but only 2 are on Crunchyroll.
I see that. So that's probably how you get all of the 12. Yeah, 3 seasons can't get you through 12. I don't even think Snafu's running that fast. And Snafu had a... No, it didn't. I was going to say it had a 24-episode set, but it didn't. I think it had 2 12s. Konosuba's not running that fast.
No.
Konosuba's...
But you've seen how fast-paced the anime is. The books might be normal paced. Or the manga.
Well, they're light novels, but
yeah, that.
It's more akin to Bunny Girls Speed because Bunny Girls sets of 3 episodes are a novel. So it got through like in the season plus the movie, it was like 5 novels. Konosuba made it through in its 2 seasons plus movie 5 in total. Like those light novels must be every chapter is an episode.
Yeah.
I would have to assume at least.
I'm just looking at what F is.
F is for friends
Because
who do stuff together.
it's a new OVA.
God.
That came out in 2015.
God.
Um.
Man, we're looking at this and we're like, oh look, it's got 3 seasons, and then we sit over there and we look at No
It has
Game No
1
Life, who
episode.
still only has 1 season, and now you can't even buy its light novels on Amazon.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Come on. No Game No Life wasn't that bad. We'll do that eventually.
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 Um.
That one's also full of references.
Yeah.
All of these things. All of the parody shows are just full of references to things.
Well, yeah, because it's a parody.
I know, but this was only so much of a parody, though.
This was PG-13?
Of course it was.
I guess that makes sense. Let's see. It looks like it's very much a hit or miss for people. Like just looking at people's scores.
Oh, I know.
Like it's either 7, 8, 10 or 3. Like
yeah, but that's how all shows work.
Yeah.
There's you either really enjoy it or you really don't like these types of shows.
Like I don't like most of them.
Yeah, I know, and the fact that you liked this one is shocking to me.
It's also shocking to me.
And I think it's because of the Cthulhu references.
I think that had a big
Because I think if I sat you in front of something that was almost exactly like this, but didn't have Cthulhu, it would drop.
Maybe.
Substantially.
But I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, okay, let's take this exact same anime. Had this anime had no Cthulhu references, would it still be as good?
Yes.
Huh.
Because I liked the whole the Cthulhu references I barely noticed until after I'm like, oh yeah, that was a reference to this thing. Or it was a reference to this thing.
Then what did you enjoy about this?
I guess I just enjoyed all the parody and the random bits of action, and I don't know. I just enjoyed it.
God, do I have anything that's like exactly like this? Looks at manga shelf. Not really.
Manga shelf. I mean, this one is very much a one of a kind.
No, it's not.
No?
No. Oh no, I can't think of their names and I can't even really remember their plot, but I was sitting there watching it and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember this happening in something else before. Oh yeah, this is super familiar." Because I watch these types of shows.
Can we just talk about how this guy dropped the show because he's like, "Oh, it's so predictable." He wrote down his prediction and it was just wrong.
What was the prediction?
He thought it was going to be more action oriented. Like, okay, he guessed obviously the romance between the two.
Mhm.
But then he's like, "Oh, and then there's going to be some epic fight."
Like when? Because there was what you would there is what you can consider epic fights.
Yeah, but he means one that the fate of the world depends on it stuff.
There was a few of those.
Yeah, but they had stupid reasons.
I understand, and most of them were Earth Entertainment.
Yeah. A lot of it was adult games and
that was just the end, but
yeah, but there was also okay, do you remember Nyako's brother?
Yes.
Because I kept forgetting about him.
He appeared for 1 episode.
He appeared for... Was it 1 or 2?
It was 1.
I thought it was 2.
Okay, he appeared at the end of another one then.
Yeah. And he just spent his entire time...
He apparently murdered everyone in the Dreamlands.
Uh-huh.
And then he disappeared.
That's what next season's probably going to be about. They're probably going to do some Dreamland stuff. Because they talked about it a lot, but they
they kept talking about it, but that's normal.
They didn't do anything about it.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you know what is gonna happen though, because this is about to be season 2.
What?
You're about to have to spend 3 or 4 episodes where everyone's retreading the exact same character progression that they had in season 1.
Oh yeah. I'm used to that by now. Yeah, people are mad because they can't see the Cthulhu. All they see is the names.
Well, then that means they're not real fans, are they?
They're not real fans. These people are not real fans.
Man, you're one to talk.
This guy just likes the OPs. The OPs they're decent.
I mean, there's some shows that the OP really saves the show.
I'll tell you that was not Parasite.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the worst thing an OP can do is, like, bring down the show, but you can skip the OP.
You can skip the OP.
In the best of cases, the OP is amazing and remembered more than the actual show. Enough to get people to watch it, realize the OP sucks, and then people will still talk about it. That's all you need. All you need is a really good opening. I wanted to think of a reference that wasn't Monogatari, but, like, can't think of a good one at this moment.
Tokyo Ghoul kind of the OP is better than the last season at least. Last season was like, but this is not about.
This is not about that. This is about literally me sitting here like this is just a normal romantic comedy, and you sitting here like, look at all these Cthulhu references.
Yeah. It's got Cthulhu references.
I'm sitting here like, look, it's a beach episode.
Yeah, there was that beach episode.
Look, it's a fight with 2 characters that'll eventually become friends.
Yeah, that's normal. But it's a parody. You have to expect all this from
Are you sure this is a parody at this point, though?
Yes.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Sure about that?
It's a sci-fi comedy parody.
Is that really what it says?
Those are the genres.
Is it?
Yeah.
I see that now.
Oh, okay. Back to the space CQC.
Yes.
They could really just
space close quarter combat.
They could just be like, oh, space CQC number 1, death beam.
Yes.
Also, why did you have a crowbar? I never got that.
Yeah, I thought you would get that reference because I thought it was a reference.
It might be a reference that I'm not getting. Let me.
What was also the reason that she could transform?
That's Naruto. He has like so many forms, but he chooses to be human.
I see. Because
he's also known as
she could just randomly transform into this really tall knight.
That's based on the TV show. But you remember how she said, "Oh, would you rather me be like a different form that would destroy your sanity?"
Yeah.
Remember when she said that? Because that's one of his powers.
Nah.
He can transform into like massive entities but people would go crazy. Yeah, but like so his whole thing is he's disguised as a human and goes around the other cults and religions and helps them out to help his like brothers and stuff.
Brother.
He is he's technically he's Cthulhu and Hastur's dad's uncle.
So their great uncle?
Yeah. So he is Cthulhu's great uncle.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Let's see. Who are the other great? Oh, is
That's
this
odd.
Gatanotoa? Is that what Gotan is?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Gatanotoa is just reading.
What was her whole thing?
She grants a wish, or whatever.
Yeah, and how did she grant his wish? Exactly?
I don't know.
She put him in a crystal.
Yeah, and I guess it's like Genjutsu.
Because she
Where
put him in a
it's just a
crystal,
trance.
and they were like, "Oh yeah, she granted your wish because your wish was to be all alone or something."
Oh, also known as the Devil God. I see. I guess okay. So the stuff about them being aliens makes sense, but alien race not so much.
God.
Yeah. It, I'm not getting any powers or anything or abilities from the wiki. I'm just seeing that it's a huge monstrosity.
That grants wishes.
And anyone who looks at it is petrified into a living mummy. They are permanently immobilized, their body taking on the consistency of leather, and the internal organs and brains preserved indefinitely.
Huh.
So maybe that was the whole crystal thing.
I guess. I guess.
And the only way to get them out is to destroy the brain, or or a magic scroll can free it from the prison.
But wouldn't destroying the brain kill them?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's not a direct thing, but I'm pretty sure that's what the crystal and stuff was.
Yeah, okay. The Deus
Um,
Ex Machina mirror.
yeah.
I still don't
That
understand how
mirror,
that
I
mirror
swear to
works. Do you got
God.
anything about that mirror?
The mirror, I don't actually have anything about that. It's just a mirror that sucks stuff in and holds it in there.
Yeah, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
It also this anime also checked things off of the secondary list because as you have multiple genres, you have multiple different lists that you can check things off of, and it also checked off the obvious thing of main male and female character switching bodies.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen at
Oh, I
some
knew
point.
it was gonna happen as soon as as soon it was like, oh, we have magical powers to do stuff. Like I was like,
Yeah,
it's gonna happen eventually.
they're gonna switch bodies.
Eventually, it's gonna happen.
Speaking, yeah, the Yith they got pretty much perfect, I think.
Nah.
Let me check again. I know they got the the reflection in the window or whatever.
Mm.
They got that right. Sorry, I clicked on the planet instead of the race.
Are they both named Yith?
So the planet is Yith, but the race is called Great Race of Yith.
Makes sense.
They have mind control.
Of course, they have mind control.
The mind of a creature. Yeah, they got it basically perfect.
Huh.
Although the difference in personality is usually noticed. Um. So yeah, you will notice a different personality,
Hmm.
which
Yeah,
is
okay.
considered repulsive.
I see. Makes sense. What was another
Yeah.
episode that happened?
No, let's take a look at
Let me
episodes.
think of an episode that also checked things off of this list.
um. Trying to remember what happened in each
I mean,
episode.
we had the transformation episode. We had a former antagonist coming back in a role that doesn't put them as the antagonist, where they kind of just show back up.
There was a couple of those.
There was a couple of those.
Actually, I never did any research on what is it, Cthulhu? Cthulhu?
The other
The
one?
green hair girl?
Did
Let
she
me
have
do that
green
real
hair? I swear, now that I'm trying to think back to it, it was light blue.
No, it was definitely green.
But this is like the whole thing where we were playing Jeopardy, and I was like, it's the blue hair girl. And I was trying to think of who it is.
You said this on last podcast how you didn't get their hair colors.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're colorblind.
No, I think we've figured this out at this point. My memory is colorblind.
Mm. Basically, Cthulhu.
When I'm looking at it directly, I'm totally fine. But when I'm trying to recall something, I'm wrong.
Okay, so Cthulhu are just small Cthulhus.
Eh.
Let's see.
Do they happen to own Space Microsoft?
They happen to just
that their opponent is Space PlayStation?
Yeah. It was what? What was it?
It's like
the Zoglabach or something for the
yeah,
Xbox.
it was something along those lines.
And then it was like the GS4 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Space Microsoft pulled out of the console wars, man.
And Space Sony.
I was gonna make a joke about that name, but then I was gonna make a joke about it being Space Sony, and then I was like, but that would just be Sony.
Just Sony. Another thing I found weird is they limit imports from Earth.
I don't.
Not the fact that like that makes sense, but the fact that it's on adult games and books.
No, it's on everything. From what it
Is
seemed
it on
like,
everything?
it seemed like it was entertainment just in general, because they were talking about how games were also super rare and the game stations were super rare.
Okay, so I'm looking on the gallery for Cthulhu, right?
Uh-huh.
So you have the ones from like Call of Cthulhu and
Uh-huh.
all that stuff. All the way at the bottom, Louis Distone, Nyaruko-San.
Yes.
But okay, on the Hastur one, I guess that I just saw a spoiler for next season.
Oh, fun.
Because Hastur changes apparently.
Nah.
Let's see. Oh, the goat that came, like the goat meat company.
Yeah.
That's another reference. That's a what story is that? It's one of the last ones I read, and I can't remember the name of it.
You and your damn Necronomicon.
It's not even the Necronomicon. It's the full Cthulhu mythos.
That's what you got. I knew you got one of the two.
I need to buy a Necronomicon. Yeah. I guess I could look back at great old ones.
Nah.
And characters.
Were the were the two human characters a reference in any way?
I don't think so. Let's check. So
because that just sounds like something that'd make a reference just because they could.
I think the walking speaker is a reference.
The walking speaker?
I don't know what to it. They called her that because she gossiped and asked questions like a news reporter. Remember?
Yeah, only in the beginning though. And that kind of just went away.
Yeah, it did
when they made her
go
into a basically a love interest.
She's a love interest, but she gave up because she's not winning against.
No. I have the obvious thought, because I've watched enough of these at this point, that it wasn't him that she's after.
No.
It's someone else.
It has to.
I haven't figured it fully out yet, but it's one of the other ones that she's after.
The human boy.
I considered it, but then I was like, no, it's probably not that.
No.
I don't know.
I mean, Mal says it's Mahiro, but
Yeah, but how often is Mal right? They put Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood still at the top.
I mean, it's still one of the best.
Okay, but it shouldn't have been the best for like the past like
decade.
few years.
But it's good.
It's like the only thing on the damn site that doesn't fluctuate in rating.
Yeah, that's because nothing better than it has come out recently.
I'm not saying anything recently has beaten it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not the best of all time.
Alright, whatever you say.
I won't even say it's your name. No. That wasn't even where I was going with that. I'm just saying that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is not the best anime of all time.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say it was your name.
Sorry, I just scrolled and this says Marvel Comics. They put a what? Hold on, this was in Avengers. Oh, it's that thing. I see. Anyway.
Was there a commercial with this anime in it?
Commercial? I don't think so.
Okay.
I've definitely seen a Nux video with it a couple of times.
Nah.
Like the I'm embarrassed I might get pregnant thing. That was definitely a Nux video. Yeah. So anyway, to our ratings.
Oh yes, so we're going on to that now.
Yeah.
What did you give it?
So I'm between a 6 and a 7.
Okay.
I didn't think it was amazing, and it's definitely not my style, but I liked it.
Nah.
So right now it's at a 6. It's at high 6 in my head, but it's at a 6.
Mine's at a mid 7.
Mid 7?
It's a mid 7.
So
because it's above Love Live.
Oh, okay.
That's my comment on this matter. It's above Love Live.
I should just put Love Live on here. Watch 0 episodes, 1 star.
Lorenzo, that's how you get your rating abilities taken away. Like all those people that rated Interspecies Reviewer 10 out of 10 in January. That was this year.
That was this year?
Yes!
God. But yeah, I thought this anime was good. It wasn't amazing, life-changing or anything. But it was good. It wasn't my style, so I didn't expect to like it. I came into this week like I'm gonna dread watching it. I'm gonna hate.
I know. I was so ready for that too.
But
I was so ready for a message on like Tuesday, being like, "Nah, just can't watch this. Can't even get through episode 1."
At first, I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Is there action? What's going on?" and then it all came together.
Yeah, and then it just started going down the checklist.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, beach episode. We got beach episode. We got a hot springs
holiday.
episode. We've got multiple love interests in the harem, but only one is gonna win, and it's really obvious from the start which one's gonna win.
We got the cute mascot.
Yeah, and we've got animal. That's a check mark. We can't
also,
say like
where did that second like the stingray thing come from?
It was on the back of one of the things in the second episode.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention then.
It was riding to the town in that episode.
I see. And then it just showed up later?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I wasn't paying attention or it just showed up randomly.
No, it showed up like kind of off to the side while they were all going to the city, and I think it showed up one other time in the city.
God.
And then it showed back up later.
Okay. Someone is complaining that this anime isn't original, but it's supposed to be a parody.
Mm.
It's full of references and nothing of their own creation. That's the point.
That's the point.
We should do one of these where we go through like all the ones we've done and critique other people's reviews. I think that'd be kind of funny.
And we should start with Madoka Magica.
I'm down.
No, because that will just be a screaming match for an hour.
It'll be a screaming match, and then the rating will go down again. What's it at, actually? I don't think I can push it any further. It's a 2. So no, I can't push it down any further.
Yeah, because it can't be on the same level as domestic.
Domestic's not even a 1, I don't think. I don't even know if I rated it yet. What's a 1? 1 is
Oh,
the
Tenku Densai, yeah.
Tenku Densai and Mars.
Yeah, okay.
I still have yet to give a 10. Ever.
I only have 1 10.
Yeah, but your 10 is weird. Weird champ. Actually, Attack on Titan's weird champ, and I will continue saying that.
I still haven't gone through Attack on Titan.
I watched an episode about 7 years ago.
I still find it amazing that at the end of these episodes, we just kind of sit here talking not at all about the anime or anything else. It's just like, oh, let's talk about my anime list at this point.
Also, because I don't... Joey, if you're listening to this, I need that OP list pretty quick here.
I forgot about that. Man. But I'll make one.
You're gonna make one?
No.
I just asked Joey because he's the good one.
I'm gonna have Joey make one, but I'm gonna tell him, here's a good list. Pick from this list. And add your own that you think are pretty good.
And yeah, okay. Shall we end it early then? It's only 4 minutes early.
Yeah, it's only 4 minutes early, but
actually, I think the other podcasts have been like 51 minutes.
It's like been like 55 or something.
Yeah.
Try to end it on an even minute mark. So Lorenzo, what are we doing next week? Even though it's my week next week, and I should
your week, so you should announce it.
Then you have to do my line right there.
So Nicko, what are we doing next week?
We're doing the Promised Neverland because someone was sitting here while we were looking through mods for Minecraft and was like, "Oh, let's become vampires." And then you were talking about a human farm, and I was like, "Well, then we might as well watch Promised Neverland at that rate."
Yeah. So that's next week, in quotations.
You
never know what happens.
I swear to God, if you don't finish it by next week.
I'll try.
Joey, if by Tuesday he hasn't started it, we're doing Promised Neverland on Thursday.
God. I mean, I'll start it by Tuesday. It's not hard.
Okay, if by Wednesday he's not halfway through it, I want you to stay up all of Wednesday night to finish Promised Neverland in one day.
12 episodes.
What?
Yeah, I can finish that. That's easy.
It's only 12 episodes, man. It's about to have a season 2 as well.
Fun.
Okay.
I just rolled a dice.
So, any final thoughts?
Was not expecting to like this anime, and I did.
So, and my final thought was, I don't know. It was pretty good. It was a parody, which automatically brings it to the same level as all the rest of the parodies to start off with. And then it was like a normal one.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay, Lorenzo. I need something to do in 8 seconds. 7, 6. Lorenzo, do something. 3, 2, 1. Stop.